Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today Kingdom chapter number 663. Whoa, this is an early chapter. I mean, goddamn, it's not on Sunday and I'm happy. I mean, look, I wasn't expecting this chapter this early at all. Like, for 3 weeks, I think now we've been getting the late chapter, and I was like, yeah, alright. And well, there you go. I was pretty surprised and pretty happy. But of course, finally started Zhao Part 2, and of course, we saw Haishin unit struggle compared to every other unit because, it's the same like how they used to suffer whenever they got a promotion, right? And now that, they're under a general, of course, General Ri Shin, they've been suffering again, of course. But, anyways, even Kyokai was sick and stuff. She was trying to get herself together. She was trying to get her strength back by doing, all those meditations and stuff. And eventually, she went deep and she was connecting all those ties, and suddenly she saw this huge silhouette, right? And in my opinion, it's like her goddess and stuff, the one she prays to, or whatever. She does that goddess dance, right? So I thought like maybe that is the pure form of that goddess, and it's like I don't think it's too supernatural, so don't get like very mad about that. I think it's more like spiritual. That's like the goddess is yourself, but your like true self, I guess, your pure battle form or whatever, right? I mean, come on. Basically, what I think is Kyokai is gonna get a power up eventually, and that would be dope. But of course, now we get into the current chapter, and of course, we see Gakuka army, right? They got deep into the forest, they're fighting the Zhao forces, but of course, they're overwhelmed by these people, right? And we hear like ton tan tan, and it's some kind of battle sound, right? And what do we see? We see somebody similar to Kyokai, right? She is wearing the same headband as Kyokai, and what she does is basically rip these Zhao people apart. And the Gakuka army is stunned. They're like, yo, what the hell was that? Of course, after a few days, a scout of the Haishin unit, he's telling about different battlefields to Ten and Shin, right? And he's like, well, the Ohan army, the Gyokuho army, those people are the furthest. They almost are out of the forest, right? They're the furthest than everybody. They're like the first people, and even Moten's army, the Gakuka army, even they are pretty close to that army, and we actually are like the furthest back. Like we are the ones that are the most lacking, and we're suffering, right? Of course. And Shin is like, ah, man, god damn, why is this shit happening? And you see, like, he's like, well, you see, there's another rumor. I don't know if I should tell you guys this, but you see, uh, a few days ago, the Gakuka army, and then the next day in the Ako army, and then the next day in like So army. I don't know who that is, but yeah, in all of these armies, right? Each day, they've been seeing something, and this thing is basically killing everybody, ripping everybody apart, and uh, you know doing mad shit crazy stuff. And you see, now she killed over 100 people from when she appeared, right? And but you see, that's not the weirdest part. The weirdest part is they are claiming that it is actually Commander Kyokai, and these people are like, yeah, what? And like seeing the placement of these armies, they're right next to each other, right? Like first it was Gakuka, then after that it's Ako, then Sou, and right after Sou it's Haishin unit. So basically what they're saying is, she's headed towards them. And you know it's pretty crazy. But you see, of course, Shin is like, what? Dude, how is that even possible? First thing, Kyoka is injured and she's been resting all along. And even let's say she recovered, right? Why would she like help them and not us? Because I mean, come on, she's our member, right? She's member of our army, and yeah, and one other thing is like we are already suffering. We're doing the least, so she should be helping us, right? And how would it be Kyokai? And the messenger is like, well, you see, they're saying like they heard the voice saying ton tan tan, and Shin is like, oh, well then I think that's Kyokai. Of course, but Ten is like, yeah, don't give me that shit. It's not Kyokai. She's been resting, and of course we see that Kyokai is actually resting in the tent, right? And we know that's not Kyokai, that's somebody else. And of course, we saw her Kyokai story, so we probably can guess who that is, right? Of course. But now we cut to Haishin unit, and they've been struggling, right? Like we see they're struggling. They're in a pretty bad condition. They're completely fucked right now. And you see, even Ten is like, well, the Bihei army and Sugen, all these people are suffering. So you see, these Zhao people, they got the idea that yes, the infantry of Aishin unit right now isn't in a good condition, so they're basically targeting them, right? Even the army in the forest, they're like twice the army they thought they would be. Like the Zhao are targeting these people like crazy, and they know the infantry is the weakest, so god damn, they're exploiting that thing, right? And Ten is like, well, send Naki army to there, because Naki army can adapt pretty much anywhere, so maybe they would be of help, right? But of course we see Bihei actually is struggling, and his unit is like pretty bad. Like they're in a pretty bad condition, and god damn, they're already struggling, right? And even after that, we see more Zhao reinforcements come in and basically destroy them. And Bihei and the kid with Bihei, Ko, I think his name is, right? And everybody, you know, they're like their condition is like basically they're about to be killed, right? And as soon as that happens, we hear Ton Tan Tan again, right? And we see Kyokai looking, we see a girl just like Kyokai, she just jumps there, and Bihei is like, yo, Kyokai is here to help us, and she just rips everybody apart with her, goddess dance style and whatever. And as soon as she rips everybody apart, Bihei is like, oh wait, that's not Kyokai, who the hell is that? That's completely different. And you see, she's like, well, this is the Haishin unit, right? And they're like, yeah, we are the Haishin unit. And she's like, well, then if you're the Haishin unit, take me to Kyokai as soon as possible, because her cute junior has come to visit. Oh shit, dude. What did I say? Of course. The Haishin unit were struggling, and they didn't have enough commanders for the infantry. There you go. I think, she would be a good addition to the Haishin unit. She would be a great, commander for the infantry, and that would be great, right? I mean, of course, because you see, Kyokai has her own army, and of course Kyokai would get a power up, as I thought. Like I'm pretty sure Kyokai is getting a power up, but for the infantry, I think she would be a really good addition, and that would be awesome. But of course, that is the chapter, and that is the video. And as you guys may know that I've made a Discord, so you guys could join my Discord and we could make good conversations, good discussions. I mean, dude, look, I like in my Discord I have people to talk about One Piece, Jujutsu, Chainsaw, and all other stuff, right? But there's no one who's talking Kingdom there. So if you guys, you Kingdom fans, if you guys join, it would be just awesome, right? I mean, we could build a small, nice Kingdom community, of course. But of course, anyway, if you think the video is good, then like, share, subscribe, and if you want to support me even more than that, then you could maybe subscribe to my Patreon. But of course, liking, sharing, and subscribing is all the help I need. And well, anyways, as always, until next time, peace.